Hello and welcome to a brand new series for the channel. So today we are playing Rise of Industry. Now this is a game that I got 1 or 2 days ago, and I've played it for quite a few hours just to get used to it. So I went through the tutorial, I did a little in sandbox just to sort of play around, see what it's like. And I really like this game. It's a lot of fun. It's a tycoon type game, so you know, you're building industry, trying to make as much money as possible. Transport is involved as well, so you either, you know, use vans to transport stuff, you can use trains, or in fact blimps. And that's fun. There's blimps in the game. I mean, that's just not many games do that. So we're going to be going through a career. Now, we are on the left, we're in England. Map size is medium. No, for now we'll leave that off. If this is on, then the towns themselves will start building industries that they need. I don't want that on for the moment. Maybe next time. Now we're just going to go with the normal preset, so you know, our score is 100%, we're not taking any minuses or pluses. You can adjust all of this, of course, and it goes to custom. So if I wanted to start with more money, or less money, there's a few options. You can increase the demand of stuff, so you know, if you can produce more of it, the cities will actually accept it. Again, all of this modifies the score. But yeah, we're just going to go with normal for now. There are harder versions, like, oh my god. We may get to that eventually. Not right now. But let's jump in. So, standard warnings apply, guys. This game is in development, so obviously everything you see is subject to change. And things will be added. Probably going to be game-breaking bugs. Saves will be deleted when the game updates, stuff like that. So just, if you buy it, be aware that, you know, it's a developing game. And so what you buy now might not be with what you end up with. And that's something you should always sort of take into consideration when buying games that are in development. Right. So, this is the map. We've got cities dotted around, and if we click on the nameplate we can actually see sort of more about the city. So this will show you what shops are in the town, and every city has a boundary line when it neighbours another city, and you have to actually buy a license to be able to build in this area. The first city that you put your HQ in, you automatically get the license. So if I put my HQ here, I wouldn't be able to build anything in this side or this part of the map because it's outside of this city's boundary. So I'd need to buy a license from this city to be able to build here. So choosing your starting location is important. So this will show you what shops are available in this city. So you've got in this city a hardware store and a food market, or farmer's market. And these are the resources that these two shops will buy from you. Now, as you can see, each resource has a per day or a per 15-day limit. So if I give this shop 6 fish every 15 days, that will count as 100%. If I oversupply it, the price will start to drop. If I undersupply it, sometimes the price will go up. So you can't just go, oh, well, you know, logs are easy to mine. Let's mine 1 million logs and sell them all to the city, and they'll just keep buying them. No, they won't. Or, well, they'll keep buying them, but, you know, the price will just keep decreasing slowly until your logs are worthless. So you've got to be more sort of aware of that, and you can't just go, oh, well, I'm just doing this one industry. Yeah, you can, but eventually it's not worth it. Now, as you sell things to the city will slowly grow, and more shops will appear. The type of shops that appear, I think, is completely random. So sometimes you'll get one that you're just sort of like, yes, I really needed that shop, they can buy this. And other times it'll be something that you're not even looking at as an industry. Now, to see what resources are within this city's territory, if you go to the regions tab, you can see. So this territory has fish, oil, sand, water, and wood. Pretty much every territory will have water and wood and sand. So this one is kind of bad, only having oil and fish. So let's have a look at this one. Okay, so this has a third shop. All the cities also have a wholesaler, which pretty much just sells water. So, you know, if you wanted to buy water instead of producing it yourself, you can. Because quite a few things do need water, so sometimes it makes sense. So this has a bookshop in it. Okay. And we've got coal, fish, iron ore, sand, water, and wood. Okay, well the iron ore and the coal aren't too bad. Although, again, nowhere to actually sell it. Well, I say nowhere to sell it. The coal you can sell directly to a hardware store, but... Okay, so you've got copper, gas... Okay, that's not a bad region, actually. What about you? Oh, you have a furniture shop. Okay. You've got copper, oil, gas. And the furniture shop itself... Okay. Oh, and there's two more cities just down here. Again, you've got decent supplies, but you've not really got the shops to buy any decent supplies. Now, the other thing that you will have is you'll have a couple of roads leading off the map. And you can export your goods to, say, other cities elsewhere in the world. And you'll get sort of the global market price for it, or just under. You tend to get less money than if you could export it to actual shops within your cities. So, you know, you can just send something off the map if you've got a lot of it. But be aware that you'll probably make more money if you can manage to get it into a city. Right, so let's take a look at research. So there are a lot of different industries you can go down. You can go food, livestock, drinks, carpentry, liquor, paper mill, textiles. You know, the list goes on, as you can see. The ultimate goal is to make the car prototype. And I believe that's where the game then locks in your score once you've built a car prototype. But yeah. I've not actually built one yet. It's complicated. It needs everything. So, let's look at carpentry. So, we'd need wood to get into, wooden planks to get into furniture base. I'd also need metal. So that would require iron and coal. But the furniture store isn't located somewhere that has... Yeah, it doesn't have iron or coal. Damn you. Okay, what about this furniture? Because they can buy that furniture, right? Yeah, they can buy the leather furniture. But only the armchair. Which, yeah, would require leather from cows. That's complicated. Slightly disappointing. I mean, I could go down No, even all of those require metal plates. So I'd need both this city's iron and coal and this city's copper. Now the other thing you can do, you can click on the resource and it will show you where it is. There may be more than just the one pile of it, but it will show you like the nearest to the city. See, there's more. Okay. So I've got copper there. Where is the iron? Okay, that's really far down. I was hoping it would be nearer. Oh no, there's some iron. Okay. Coal? Is there some coal near that boundary as well? There's coal there. Oh, that's in the wrong boundary though. Where is the... There's coal. Any more anywhere around? Yeah, no, none that's close. Ah, oh, that's annoying. I'm not sure what production to start using. Well, you've got natural gas, you've got oil, you've got copper. The natural gas I can sell. The oil I can sell. Yeah, I think I'm going to start in this city and just start by supplying the hardware store of general stuff. Now, obviously, doing that, I won't make as much money as if I could get into the production of, like, furniture. Because, I mean, look at this. We've got the leather furniture chair. Sells for 741,000. Whereas some coal sells for, or some gas sells for 4,000. Or just under 5. So you can see the difference. But again, if I can't do it, then I can't do it. What does a telephone require? Ooh. It does require glass. And glass, I need coal again. That's a shame. But it is something I can work into, I suppose. It also requires plastic, which just needs oil and gas, which I think is in this place. Yeah. Okay, so yeah, this is my starting city then. So let's pop down our HQ. There we go. So we've now got a license to build in this city. So if we look at, say, this city, we now could buy a logistics permit. So with a logistics permit you can build train stations, truck depots, things like that. Or you could buy a full build permit which allows you to build anything. So harvesters, resource gatherers, that sort of stuff. Which I will eventually do for this area because they've got iron ore and they've got coal. Not too far from this city either. Which is a good thing because I could, you know, ship both of those in and make the metal and then make furniture. Yeah, it sounds like a good idea. Right. Now, when you're building gatherers and things like that, if you go too close to the cities, you'll actually get a negative influence boost. And it will constantly decrease weekly how much sort of influence you're losing. So you want to try and build far away from the cities, and the cities do expand, of course, as more houses are built. So just be aware when you build your houses, or you build your facilities, that if your industry is too close to your city, that city ain't gonna like you very much. Which can affect you in several different ways. Right. So what are we going for first? I mean, we've got the oil just there. Where's the natural gas? Oof, that is close to the city. I don't think anyone buys copper in the city, do they? Yeah, no. No one buys pure copper. So that we'll leave for later. But we'll get the natural gas first because it is close to the city, so not too bad. So first thing we want is a road to the natural gas. Then we want a... where are you? Ah, there we are. A gas facility. So that can go just there. And when you build a facility, you get these little harvesters. So the harvesters have to be built within this sort of circle that the facility produces. They also have to be next to the gas. So the gas has to be within their green circle, and the facility itself has to be within this circle. And that's the same for sort of every harvester that you build, does the same thing. Now at the moment we can build a maximum of 3 of these, and we're just going to put all 3 of them just there like that. Now I do need to extend that road and connect it up. Okay. So these 3 lines are the 3 facilities that I've just built. So as we unpause, you can see they slowly go up. When they reach max, a lorry will come out of this facility and drop off the resource at this gas pump. Now what happens to it after that, you can decide with the destinations tab. So this is the gas that it gets, and we can choose where to send it. Now at the moment we're just going to send all of it to that hardware store. So whenever it has gas, it will send it to the hardware store to be sold. Perfect. Now, I would also like a lumberyard. So the lumberyard can go there, and they can go just there. And same thing, that is going to go to that hardware store. Now I'm going to speed up time so that there's the first load of gas look. Now, when it reaches the hardware store, it's not sold immediately. So as you can see, it gets stored. And then every 15 days, so every half month, everything that the store has, or as much as is allowed to be sold every 15 days, will be sold. So if you've supplied it with too much, then all of it won't get sold. If you've not supplied it with enough, then all of it will be sold. But as you can see, we're now making a little bit of money on what's being sold. And we're actually in profit, which is nice. So selling the gas and selling the chopped wood is making us a small profit. Now, the longer distance that these lorries have to travel, as you can see, there's a cost coming up from both of these facilities constantly. So if a lorry has to go 20 spaces between this and here, it will cost a certain amount. If they have to go 1,000 spaces, it will cost you more because you're paying for like the fuel for that lorry to get to it. So the longer the distance they travel, the more money it costs you. So just be aware of that. That, you know, you can't just supply every city with a lorry from a facility and expect it to always cost the same amount. It won't. I want to put a road in just here. Yeah, I thought as much. My lorries now have a more direct route to the hardware store. Although the fact that this city's now building houses closer to my stuff here is worrying. I really hope they don't get too close and then get annoyed at the fact that I've got these facilities here. I was here first, damn it. Now one way I could avoid that is terraforming some of this area where there's these little pools of water, because they were stopping the city expanding in this direction. So if I can get it to expand this way instead of this way, that will be a benefit to me. And in fact, I'm going to raise a hill. Ah, no. There we go. It's the first time I've used this, okay? There we go. So hopefully that little hill will stop them expanding in that direction, and they will expand this way instead. I hope. Now, as you can see, we are spending a lot of money, although that is all down to the amount we're spending on like the terraforming and stuff like that. It's not our ongoing costs. Now, we do have building upkeep, and we do have vehicle upkeep. But last month we made 79,000 by selling the oil, the gas and the wood. And we only spent, well, we didn't spend as much. So every month we are actually making money as long as I don't spend anything. So that's a good thing. It means that we are making profit. Okay. Now let's terraform some more. I know I'm terrible. Right. So, by doing that, I can now fit a oil drill here. Connect those up to there. And I would like you to take that to that store. So as you can see, this costs me 775 per lorry to send it to that shop because it's so much further away. Whereas this is costing me 300 to send it to the shop. So you can see what I was saying about the further away it is, the more it's going to cost you. Now, I don't mind because, yeah, it costs me, you know, almost 1,000 to send it, but I'm getting 5,000 off it when I sell it. So I should end up making profit on it. So, that's fine. I think that is a good point to stop the episode. So we are making a little bit of money. We're not sort of spiraling horribly out of control. Next episode we will start on the tech tree and we'll start working out what we're going to start researching. Now you do start the game with... I said start a lot there, didn't I? Anyway, we do have at the beginning of the game... There you go. Different words this time. We have 3 free unlocks. So, of tier 1 or 2 technologies. So if we choose one of these, then we have to actually research it slowly with time and money. But we have 3 free unlocks on these first 2 layers. So we'll decide next time what we're going to be trying to focus on. I may go with, like, telephones. In which case I'll need, like, this, and glass and stuff like that. But we'll work it out and work out where we're going with this. But thank you very much for joining me, guys. I hope that you are as excited as I am for this new series. Please like, comment, and subscribe. And I will see you next time.